saint of India. His name was Ramakrishna Paramahansa. And one of his greatest devotees was Swami Vivekananda, who went, he was one of our first saints to visit the United States, way back, if I'm not mistaken, in 1883. And in Chicago, if you go to the famous Arts Institute, I had the privilege of giving a lecture on spirituality in the same hall that he addressed way back in 1893. That happened 3 years ago. So if you visit the Arts Institute in Chicago, right in front there is a lane, and it honors the memory of Swami Vivekananda. He shook America with the Hindu message, and the hall was 6,000. There were 6,000 people who were hearing him. And he started his famous address by saying, my dear brothers and sisters. And it literally shook America by the foundations. I want to start this little discourse with a beautiful saying that he said, which I read when I was in college. And ever since I read it, it's been etched in the portals of my heart. He said, it's a great privilege to be born into a religion, but it's a great curse to die in one. And it's a very profound statement. What it means is that all of us have been given the privilege of being born into a certain tradition. If that tradition does not elevate us to discover ourselves, then that religion or tradition has been pretty much a waste of time on you. So religion is simply a gateway. It is not the end, but it is the means. And if we are able to take that and elevate it to understanding what he called self-revelation or self-realization, then the purpose of our lives has been wasted. So there is some sense in the great Greek philosopher Socrates and his statement that a life that is not constantly examined and re-examined is one that's not worth living. In our Vedic Dharma, the greatest, most precious gift that you can be given in this universe is to find your Guru. In the West, this word is highly misunderstood, and therefore there are all kinds of fanciful notions about it. We believe in our way of life that this life is like a wild forest, and it has a lot of wild animals. And these wild animals, to put the matter succinctly and precisely, are our five senses. And when these senses are not under our control, we go wild. So in Hinduism, unlike the Abrahamic traditions, we don't have a notion of hell and heaven are not physical destinations. When your mind is disturbed, you're in hell. When your mind is in a state of equanimity, you are in heaven. A guru comes into our life as guide, philosopher and friend on how to negotiate and navigate this forest. What are those animals that you befriend and what are those animals that you stay away from? How do you secure victory in life? How do you secure victory in everything that you do? And I was very lucky to meet my master in the year 2007.